Have you ever wondered if the sun, the giant ball of fire that gives us warmth, could also be a hidden threat? The sun is not always calm. Sometimes it becomes extremely unstable, unleashing violent explosions that eject billions of tons of charged particles into space. These bursts of energy don't just stay in space. They can reach the Earth and cause chaos. How does the sun's bad mood disrupt life on Earth? We're diving into the mysterious connection between sunspots, solar storms, and Auroras, and how do they shape the world around us? What are sunspots? Sunspots are dark spots on the surface of the sun. They look darker because they are cooler than the surrounding areas, about 4,000 degrees Celsius, while the rest of the sun is around 6,000 degrees Celsius. Think of it like bubbles in boiling water. They show where energy is building up inside the sun. Sunspots follow an 11-year cycle when there are lots of sunspots. It means that the sun is highly active, and that's when things get interesting. When sunspots become highly active, the sun's magnetic field can suddenly change, leading to solar storms. These storms eject massive amount of charged particles into space, and if they reach Earth, they can have serious consequences. The three main impacts of the solar storms. Electromagnetic waves. These waves travel at the speed of light and can disrupt radio signals, satellites, and GPS navigation. Airplanes, self-driving cars, phone signals, and even banking system could be affected. High-energy particles, like an invisible storm of tiny bullets, they can penetrate metal and damage satellites and astronauts in space. If astronauts encounter a solar storm, they must immediately take shelter in a radiation-protected area. Plasma cloud. This is the most dangerous part. It can disrupt Earth's magnetic field, causing massive blackouts, power grid failures, and even fires in electrical systems.
Early this morning, 6 million people across Quebec woke up to darkness and disbelief.
One famous example is the 1989 Quebec blackout. On March 13, 1989, a powerful solar storm hit Earth, causing a complete power grid failure in Quebec, Canada. In just 90 seconds, more than 6 million people lost electricity for 9 hours. Power systems failed completely, shutting down schools, hospitals, and traffic lights. Banks could not operate, and ATMs and credit cards transactions stopped working, leaving people with only cash. Satellite communication was disrupted, affecting global radio transmissions. This event makes scientists realize that solar storms are not just distant space events, but real threats to modern society. If a stronger solar storm were hit to Earth in the future, it could cause a worldwide power and economic crisis, far worse than in 1989. The beautiful side of solar storms. Not all effects on solar storms are bad. When charged particles from the sun hits Earth's atmosphere, they create stunning lights, auroras. How does this happen? Earth's magnetic field guides these particles to the north and south poles. The particles crash into oxygen, nitrogen molecules, making them glow just like neon lights. Recent auroras around the world. In May 2024, people across the US, Canada, and even New Mexico saw unusually strong auroras. Scientists say solar activity will peak in 2025, meaning we might see even more auroras, but also stronger solar storms. If a massive solar storm directly hits Earth, we could face global power outages, which is no electricity, equals no water, no internet, and no communication. Satellites can shut down, causing GPS failures and airline navigation problems. Strong solar storms can cause power surges, making electronics overheat or even catch fire. NASA's ACE's spacecraft can predict solar storms about 1 hour in advance. However, experts say people should prepare for at least 2 weeks for no electricity if a strong storm hits. The sun gives us light, warmth, and beautiful auroras, but it also has the power to shut down our modern world. Scientists are keeping a close eye on solar activity, but it's always good to be prepared.